Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Iliana Magra, and here are the top headlines of the day in Greece. A total of 1,036 taxpayers have received illegal subsidies amounting to almost 22.7 million euros based on the ongoing investigation into a massive farm aid scam to defraud the European Union of hundreds of millions of euros, Citizen Protection Minister Michalis Christochoidis said today. Presenting the results of the police investigation into the OPKP scandal, the minister said that the authorities looked into more than 6,000 tax numbers. The data has been passed over to the prosecutor, who has seized the assets of applicants for unduly paid benefits. Of the 1,036 tax numbers that were found to have received illegal subsidies, 850 are located in Crete. It cannot and should not be tolerated that some people misuse valuable public resources, whether national or European. These resources are intended to support the Greek agricultural economy. They are not for the illegal and unjustified enrichment of some people, the minister said. Now, Migration and Asylum Minister Thanos Plevris addressed the Parliament today during a debate on the bill reforming the framework and procedures for the return of third country nationals. He stated that on the one hand are the rights of someone whose asylum request was rejected and who is illegally in the country, and on the other hand are the rights of Greeks who want their country protected and want illegal migration tackled. This balance tips in favor of the Greeks, whether you like it or not. According to Mr. Plevris, the choice for those not entitled to asylum will now be either voluntary return or detention. We will no longer allow some to procrastinate and obtain a residence permit through 7 years of presence in Greece. The only option they will have is either you go to 5 years in prison without parole or you return home, he stated. In other news, a flight from Manchester to the Turkish city of Antalya was forced to make an emergency landing in Thessaloniki last night due to the aggressive behavior of a 35-year-old passenger. According to media reports, a 35-year-old British man punched a Turkish passenger. It was not clear what instigated the attack. With the safety of the flight at stake, the captain made an emergency landing at Macedonia Airport around 11 p.m. Local authorities arrested the unruly passenger upon landing. The victim continued on his journey after being examined by an airport doctor. The attacker appeared before a prosecutor today, facing possible charges of dangerous interference with transportation, bodily harm, disobedience, and disturbing the peace. In other news, a Belgian couple who were trapped in a trekking tail while vacationing in Mount Pelion in central Greece were rescued last night. The couple, who are around 60 years old, were trekking along a path linking the village of Makrinitsa when they got stuck near Megarema, a stream found along the way. They called the European emergency number 112 and a rescue firefighting unit was dispatched from the city of Volos. The two tourists were located shortly before 8 p.m. and had only suffered abrasions and bruises. Finally, police are investigating the death of a 22-year-old man who was brought to the hospital of Corinth in the early hours of the morning with injuries to the neck area. Authorities are awaiting the findings of the forensic pathologist for answers on the causes of the man's death and speaking to people who knew him. They are also conducting a search of his home in the community of Assos. The police was informed by an on-call doctor at Corinth Hospital that a 22-year-old man had been admitted with uncontrollable bleeding and died during emergency treatment. We extend our sincerest condolences to his family. And that's all for today. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in again tomorrow for Greece's first English language news bulletin, and have a good afternoon.